Hey, what's going on? It's Garrick and welcome back. I'm not sure if you caught the video the other week, but I did test drive the brand new Tesla Model 3 rear-wheel drive. And I was actually quite impressed on how well the car performed. And on top of that, I actually did love that how much more quieter it is compared to my Model Y. So I'm super excited because I'm actually headed back to the Tesla service center and we're gonna test drive the all-wheel drive version. Before we test drive the all-wheel drive, click and subscribe and click on the notification bell. You don't want to miss out on future test drives. All right, everybody, let's go do this. Here we are. So I'm driving the all-wheel drive long range, and I have to say, this is really nice. I can feel the acceleration is better than the rear-wheel drive, and it's taking me a little bit to get used to without these stalks. As you can see, I'm trying to change lanes, and I'm like, oh, it's not there. But it definitely rides better than the older 3. It's quieter than compared to my Y. And in my last video, I was driving a rear-wheel drive Model 3 in bad weather. It was raining, it was windy, it was cold. And today we're in the 50s and it's actually a lot warmer than what it was last time. Last time it was roughly around in the 30s. Here we're in the 50s. And I actually have the ventilated seats on. And they're incredible. It's so much more comfortable sitting in this seat on a hot day, and I really do enjoy it. I mean, the acceleration on this car, it is nice. I mean, yeah, this is definitely on top of my book, but I'm quite impressed with everything so far. You know, obviously little details. I mean, this here pops out a little different compared to that side. Again, I mean, it's not, you know, you're buying a Tesla, you're not buying a Mercedes, you're not buying a BMW. The craftsmanship is not going to be there. I'm just going to be quite honest. But the performance, the accelerations, the technology, there's nothing else that can beat it at this price point. And I'm really, really happy that I was able to drive this car. I kind of wish that I'd driven a Model 3 with the bigger wheels. I'd love to see the comfort with the larger wheels, but I'll tell you this much, the base wheels on this Model 3, quite comfortable. So right now I'm about 76 miles an hour. You can hear the wind whooshing, but that's not as bad as hearing the road. Plus, when you're playing your music and so forth, you are definitely gonna drown out that wind noise that you're gonna get. I mean, this car is quite nice. I'm really enjoying this ride. I like how the seats feel. I love sitting lower. And like I said in my last video, I've always been a car driver, but the last 2 cars I've owned were SUVs, and I kind of do miss having that low car. I'm actually considering giving my Model Y to my wife, and I'll take this. I think this drives better. Now with the fabric up top here, I'm gonna be quite honest, not a big fan of it. I kind of wish it was just black. Again, my honest opinion, or maybe something else. But, you know, I understand there's a little like texture kind of looking piece underneath, but I can't see that as I'm sitting. You can see it when you get into the car. You know, nice soft touch on the top of the dash. To be honest, I think they could have done something a little bit better. Now, compared to my last video, I didn't really get to touch a lot of things that's in the car. And I do have to say, that's cheap. It sounds cheap. It has that clunky sound to it. I mean, I have a feeling that's probably going to break in a few years. But, you know, is it a deal breaker? I don't know. It is quite noisy. But, you know, it doesn't have that clicky touch to it. You just got to pull it up. And it doesn't click onto anything at all. But what's really winning me right now, the ride comfort, the acceleration on this particular car. Ooh, not sure if you saw that. Okay, blind spot indicator right over here. That light is illuminated red because a car was in my blind spot. Something that we're definitely missing on any Model 3, Model Y that is made in 2023 and before that. But yeah, that blind spot indicator is a game changer because I don't have to look at my screen. It's there. If I want to change lanes real quick, I don't have to turn the blinker on, turn the camera on. I can literally just have a car in my blind spot. Here it is, right there again. You know what? I'm actually liking this better because that feature alone is definitely worth changing my vehicle for, because I like to weave in and out of traffic, and I don't want to look at the camera. I don't want to look at the screen. I can now look at the speaker, and it will illuminate a red dot, letting you know that there is actually a car in your blind spot. Let's talk about the steering wheel. The steering wheel's okay. I mean, I don't feel like it's, great, to be honest. I have a feeling this material is probably going to peel again. I could be wrong. It just feels really thin. It feels cheap, but you can always upgrade to a new steering wheel when they're available in the market, and you can do that as well. So right now I'm going to this nice turn here. The car's really taking the turn really well. There's not a lot of body roll, which is really nice. I'm heading back to the service center. It's time for me to bring the car back. I would have to say this car rides really, really nice. Last test drive, it did really well in the rain. Performance on the long range is a lot better than the rear-wheel drive. This test drive, I would have to say, is winning me right now to purchase this Model 3. The long range has better performance. It rides super nice. So let's go over the difference between this test drive versus the last test drive. Granted, the last test drive was in rear-wheel drive in the rain. Didn't really get a chance to really push it due to the weather, but at the times when I did, it performed better than I thought it would be. Now, test driving the all-wheel drive long range in great weather, I had to experience the air ventilated seats, which, by the way, is awesome. My back is nice and cool, which I love. The extra performance, the extra power that you're gonna get in the all-wheel drive versus the rear-wheel drive is a big difference. So the performance that you're gonna get in the long range versus the standard range is a big difference. I can definitely feel it. Accelerates a lot better. Great driving experience. Either one you get, because it drives the same. It's just the performance is going to be better on the long range. Now, I guess the cons I really want to talk about is I'm not 100% sold on this dash. Just feel like this gray fabric on top, not winning for me. And what I do notice driving around 65 and above, I do hear that wind noise coming from up here. Now, very little road noise, a lot less compared to the older 3, definitely less road noise compared to the Model Y. What kills me is the wind noise. It is not windy today. Play some music, you'll drown that sound out, which is not a problem. And another con that I dislike is how cheap this feels. I'm tapping it, as you can hear, it could be better. It could honestly be better. And I feel like this right over here is the killer for the dash. Honestly, this center console doesn't really win it for me. I'm sorry. Big space here, nice, but to hear the sounds of it, it sounds really, really cheap. But again, little things that could bother me may not bother you. Highly recommend going to the website and test driving the Model 3 and even test drive the Y for a comparison. And if they have a used Model 3, and drive the used one as well. Feel the difference between the new Model 3 versus the older Model 3. And that would definitely show you the difference on the performance and the quality that Tesla has put in place in the new Model 3. Now, if you are interested in getting any Tesla, definitely use my referral link below. You will get actually 3 months of free FSD. And if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, anything you want me to review, please leave that comment below. And if you are a subscriber to my channel, thank you for the support. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, click on subscribe and a notification bell. You don't want to miss out on any future test drives or Tesla reviews. All right, everybody, so I got to bring this car back, so I'll catch you on the road.